Hello everyone and welcome to another Singerreise video podcast. My name is Jonathan Sylvia and I'm your host. Thanks for joining us. Well, here's a subject we all know and love. Taxes. Well, taxes for the singer can be pretty tricky. There's a lot of variables involved. So whether you're just putting the final touches on this year's tax return, or whether you want to avoid the nightmare that you just went through, well, these videos are for you. I'm here to help. In this next series of videos, I'm going to distill 15 years of doing my own taxes into exactly 7 tips for singers. These are the things that I find most helpful when it comes to doing my taxes at tax time. For those of you that aren't singers, I hope that you'll find these useful and helpful and interesting. But in this case, I am kind of directing it directly towards other singers. For this video, we'll stick to just a few terms and fundamentals. And in the next video, we'll get to the first tip. So let's start with the most basic part. When a singer earns an income, it is almost always done as self-employment, or what we call an independent contractor. Independent contractors are fundamentally different from being an employee. It's self-employment instead of simple employment. Employment usually comes with several benefits, such as assistance paying health premiums, or contributions towards retirement, paid sick leave, or paid vacation time. These are the stuff that my dreams are made of, by the way. When it comes to taxes, the biggest difference here is that an employer will take a little bit out of every paycheck to pay your taxes for you throughout the year. This includes federal tax, Social Security, and Medicare. When an independent contractor is paid, on the other hand, none of that has been taken out yet. So you have to pile up all of your income and report it on Form Schedule C, which is for self-employment. Then you pay your taxes according to your income on that form. Additionally, employers are usually some sort of company, business, or organization. When that company earns an income, it pays taxes based on that income. Independent contractors, on the other hand, are self-employed. That means that whenever their business earns an income, the business has to pay taxes based on its income. At the same time, a person working the business has to pay taxes on their income from the business. That the business and the person are the same individual, that's kind of irrelevant. So a self-employed singer winds up paying about 1.5 times more in taxes. And yeah, that's the bad news. Often though, a singer really winds up being an employee in some situations and an independent contractor in other situations. Earning an income as a singer often winds up piecing together income from a lot of different areas. So when you are working a day job, which isn't related to music at all, or sometimes when you're working at a university or a church choir or even with the opera chorus, that's all stuff that's done as an employee. Whenever you do work as an employee, your employer will send you a W-2, usually around the end of January. The W-2 is a summary of all of the income that you earned from that employer that year, and how much of that income has already been paid as taxes. But for the stuff that a singer earns as an independent contractor, well, that you have to keep track of yourself. Sometimes you'll get a 1099 for it, and sometimes not. That brings us to tip number 1, which we'll talk about in the next video. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I hope we'll see you in the next one.